used to treat their neighbors like a fellow men. Them big prayer meetings and them all-day singings, when a man was proud to walk up and shake on his neighbor's hand. Well, talk about the good times. 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 If you ever needed help, a friend was there. When some good neighbor helped you lift your burdens, and the simple joys of life everybody shared. But times are harder and the people are changing. Today most folks couldn't tell you who the next door neighbors are. All the guns are loaded and the front door's bolted. Ain't this soul world taking hate and fear just a little too far? Well, talk about the good times. Talk about the good times. Wish I could just go back to the days I'm speaking of, when a friend would meet you and a smile would greet you. What this world needs is more old-fashioned love. Well, I'm gonna tell you about my old granddaddy now. My old granddaddy, God rest his soul now. Well, we had a big long talk together the day he died. He said, son, this world is so full of hate and venom that I can't wait to leave it and rest on the other side. Cause talk about the good times. Talk about the good times. I want to see the friends that I knew in the good old days. Have a big handshake and sit and talk together. Sit down by the River Jordan and sing our cares away. Well, talk about the good times. 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 Talk about the good times.
Must I go and empty-handed, and my dear Redeemer meet? Not one day of service give him, lay no trophies at his feet. Must I go and empty-handed? Must I meet my Savior's soul? Not one soul with which to greet him. Must I empty-handed go? Oh, the years in sin I've wasted, could I but recall them now, I would give them to my Savior. To his will I'd humbly bow. Must I go and empty-handed? Must I meet my Savior's soul? Not one soul with which to greet him. Must I empty-handed go?
Well, the people of this nation, they gone crazy in their shoes, running around like wild folks, and they got so much to lose. They lay around all day and then they play around all night, and the devil keeps on telling them, don't worry, that's all right. Well, it's all right to live by, but what about when you die? Forget about them wings, boy, cause you ain't gonna fly. Better tell the and understanding in my soul, sure as about. In this game of life, I've won the prize and you can win it too. Look up, my boy, look up, cause my God is telling you, well, it's alright to live by, but what about when you die? Forget about them wings, boy, cause you ain't gonna fly. They're telling shoes you're wearing that they gotta turn around. Look up, my boy, look up, cause you can't make it looking down. You can't make it looking down. We often kiss our loved ones to a far until they'll go to fight an earthly battle that's filled with death and woe. But in that great tomorrow, no dying there will be. For the battle has been won by Christ on Calvary. Beyond heartaches and sorrow, beyond troubles and woe, beyond the cares of this life, to my Savior I will go. Down here the hills are so rugged and the mountains are so steep, and the tears upon life's highway often makes my heart weep. But in that great tomorrow, no crying there will be. For the tears are wiped away by Christ on Calvary. Beyond heartaches and sorrow, beyond troubles and woe, beyond the cares of this life, to my Savior I will go. Beyond. Companion, draw nigh. Companion, draw nigh. They say I must die. They say I must die. Early the summons has come from on high. The way is so dark, and yet I must go. Oh, that's such sorrow. You never may know. Only a prayer, only a tear, only if Papa and Mama were here, only a song to comfort and cheer, only a word from that good book so dear. And can you not sing a song of his love? How he came down from the mansions above to bleed and to die on Calvary's tree, bringing salvation to sinners like me. Only a prayer, only a tear, only
saying turn the other way and cast your net upon the other side. For it's Jesus who's calling, it's Jesus who's calling for you. He hung on the cross with nails in his hands. He died for you, sinner man, sinner I know Jesus saves me now, and I'm free, and I love him more and more. I'll praise his name eternally on that bright peaceful shore. And when the work is done and the crown is won, I know his face I'll see, 'cause Jesus is the only one for me. Would you be left in sin and shame with no one but yourself to blame? Would you reject the Bible and God's Son? Jesus waits for you to try. Fall down on your knees and But before we cross the river, here's some folks you must see. Laying there in my coffin, even though I was dead, I could see them gathered round me, and I heard what they said.
Well, here comes old Ethel Tucker, and I believe I see a tear. I remember when she was down sick for the most part of a year. I meant to get by and see her, but I guess I never did. And now I'm so embarrassed, if I could just close that lid. Yeah, and here comes old Lester Wiley. Never thought I'd see him again. Boy, what I wouldn't give right now if I'd have paid him to back that pen.
Laying there in my coffin, even though I was dead, I could see them gathered round me, and I heard what they said.
Well, this thing must be about over. Here comes the wife and kids. Boy, I sure do dread this part, them loving me like they did. They're talking about how good I was and how I served the Lord. But according to the look in old Gabriel's eye, he thought I could have done much more. I woke up and put my shoes on, grabbed my coat and hit the street. I bought some roses at the florist, then I stopped and bought some sweets. When old Ethel saw me coming, she broke out in a smile. Boy, I sure enjoyed that visit, and I stayed there quite a while. Then I went down to the corner and saw old Lester with some friends. I broke right in that conversation, and I paid old Lester back that 10. I went home and got the Bible, and I had my family there with me. I read the story of old Gabriel, 1 foot on land and 1 on sea.
1 foot on land, 1 on sea. My latest sun is sinking fast. My race is nearly run. My strongest trials now are past. My triumph is begun. Oh, come, angel band, come and around me stand. Oh, bear me away on your snowy wings to my immortal home. Oh, bear me away on the snowy wings to my immortal